Third-party reproduction involves the use of a third party, and this is either a sperm donor, an egg donor, or a gestational carrier. And you could use any or all in a single relationship. So, say for instance a same-sex male couple. They would use sperm from one of them, or both of them, an egg donor, and a gestational carrier. That would be considered third-party reproduction. In the case of a heterosexual couple where the woman has had a hysterectomy, we could use her eggs, her husband's sperm, and a gestational carrier. In the case of a single woman who doesn't have a partner, she could get sperm from a sperm bank and do artificial insemination. All of this is termed third-party reproduction. Whenever third-party reproduction is undertaken, there is a rigorous screening process to rule out infectious disease transmission. This is regulated by the FDA. We follow these guidelines carefully to avoid any risks of infection. And third-party reproduction is wonderful in the sense that it gives options to people where none existed before, and many happy families have been created using third-party reproduction. Who needs egg donation? Primarily these are people who are of advanced reproductive age and have either failed multiple cycles, or testing has demonstrated that they would not be successful going through a cycle using their own egg. So people usually over the age of 40. It could also be for people who have had their ovaries removed for disease, or people with genetic problems that are not amenable to treatment without using an egg donor, such as someone with Turner syndrome. They could use an egg donor, provided that they are deemed healthy to carry the pregnancy. By and large, people who've had multiple failed cycles and or of advanced age, these are the people who benefit from egg donation. It's a very successful treatment, been around for more than 20 years, and hundreds of babies, thousands, born from these treatments, and it's very efficacious. Other candidates for egg donation would be the same-sex couples would use an egg donor and sperm from one of the partners, if it's same-sex male couple, and a gestational carrier. A gestational carrier would be used in anybody who doesn't have a uterus, has congenital malformations of the uterus, or is deemed too unhealthy to carry a pregnancy to term. Say for instance they have congenital heart defects and that they cannot be pregnant. They can still harvest eggs, mix with sperm, generate embryos, and transplant the embryos outside into a gestational carrier. So a gestational carrier is anybody who is commissioned to help intended parents carry a pregnancy if they cannot do so themselves. Who needs sperm donation? Obviously would be any man who either doesn't have any sperm or has had a vasectomy and has chosen to not undergo reversal. Although now we have techniques where we can easily remove their sperm from their testicle and use a procedure known as ICSI, obviating the need for sperm donation. But any man who, say, was born without sperm, he would benefit from donor sperm. A single woman would benefit from donor sperm.